Hello everyone and welcome! Welcome back to me, welcome back to you, and welcome back to our SCPH replays being casted here on the Daks YouTube. So on the bottom left, we got the blue Deruziel. Here in the top right, we got SCPH, eXoDaSh, love the clan tag by the way. And yeah, it's been a while guys, it's taken some time for me to actually get some casts going again. I've been very sick lately, honestly. It's been a struggle powering through all those Overwatch streams, powering through all the World Cup happening, but those are, things I couldn't put down on. I couldn't really put away. I still had to do them from time to time, but here we are back into some of the passion and some of the fun of StarCraft. Speaking of fun in StarCraft, if you guys haven't been checking out StarCraft Remastered, there's that amazing cardboard filter that I just bought instantly. I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna play StarCraft 1 again just like this. It's so enjoyable, it's so cute, and honestly, if StarCraft looked like that in the first place, I wouldn't really complain. So if you guys do play SC Remastered, I would love a replay or two from that too. I know we usually do StarCraft 2, but I don't mind dipping my hat, taking a little bit of a test run on StarCraft 1 and maybe get some replays going there on as well, and just play with the filter, just have some fun. Who knows if we can make it a more, a more normal thing, or will we stick only to StarCraft 2? So anyway, speaking of StarCraft 2, it's still a pretty game. It looks really, it looks really modern. It looks really realistic in some senses with all the the graphic compared to StarCraft 1. But yeah, the SCV is roaming around alongside the probes, trying to pretend one of us. eXoDaSh gonna let that SCV scout around, and we'll decide to build up that first stalker. So PvT action into this one. Nothing cheeky so far. Seems like the Protoss though will be able to get the expansion down first, but might be a little dangerous because the Reaper is coming his way. In the meantime, a stalker gonna go into the backline. A little bit of some starter step action might be coming into the favor of eXoDaSh. But speaking of the starter step, here we go with the Reaper trying to take care of the probe. This one probe cornered, sacrificial lamb perhaps. Cluster bomb though and sets on up, and the Reaper gonna be able to hop on out. Ambitious play there from eXoDaSh. He was trying to, corner the Reaper perhaps, allow the Stalker to get the few chops, a few hits, and a few licks with the laser beam. But overall, it seems like it's going to be standard stuff here for eXoDaSh. He's going to be already chrono boosting out Blink Stalker. I've seen him in many replays before, and he really loves playing that Blink Stalker, trying to play the micro over the macro, looking to be as pesky as can be with positioning. Now, second base now builds up. Doesn't forget about his macro though, so well-rounded all around here for eXoDaSh. Command center though, being built up, going to be turned into an orbital command. We'll decide to build a second here for Deruziel, and he is going to be playing defensively. He's going to go for the bunker opening after that second command center. Double orbit commands into play as well. Going to be double pumping out those mules, might help with a scan as well, just in case we get some DT rushing on by. And yes, the Cyclone going to be built as well. We'll take care of these stalkers quite handily, I believe. But there's probes now going up on the count. How many workers do we have here for our two players? There you go, worker supply 31 here for the Protoss, 27 for the Deruziel though on that Terran, so not really a big difference. And honestly, the Deruziel can take the lead in minerals with these OP mules. Anyway, just some standard gameplay here, and they're always good to see. It's just a lull in the opening. And what else has been going on? Carbot filter. I believe we've been seeing a few strides in the StarCraft 2 scene as well. More people being more curious, especially in the Facebook group. Hopefully we find a little more coordination and, find an opportunity to actually showcase StarCraft to a community. What do you guys think about the StarCraft community? I feel like it's a little too fragmented from time to time. I don't think there's a central group. Please prove me wrong if that's not the case, because I would love to be part of your family. But yeah, we got charge lots coming our way here from Twilight Council. It's triple gates into a robo, so pretty old school opening here and now for eXoDaSh. Gonna be putting up some pylons into the backline as well, just in case he needs to put a cannon or two against some air units. Siege tanks though sets on up. And this is just a full macro showcase between these two players. Nothing really happening here between these two races. They're just racing to the finish line, trying to see who can top up a little first. But let's look at the upgrades and look at the tech tree. So we got Charge Lot, as I said a while ago. We are going to get Templar Archives as well. So high temp might be useful to go for that Psionic Storm. Can also go for some Archons if he does have that extra gas. Might be a tech switch, honestly, for eXoDaSh, but unfortunately, he's not stocking up on the gas. He's using it on Stalkers. Sometimes you go for that Charge Lot Archon composition that's so strong in many situations. But anyway, mech here. A little bit of some Raven play as well. Coming out from the Deruziel. Anti-armor gonna be so pesky. That debuff gonna amplify all the DPS from these small units. We got some Hellions coming our way as well, and we have the Great Wall of Supply Depot set on up already. But we do have an Observer, just keeping an eye in the sky, sees the Hot Wheels beat that and run on by. And I've actually not talked about that. We are on New Repugnancy LE, a very long map horizontally, not the biggest map vertically though. It's more of running on the x-axis to get to your opposition. But speaking of the opposition, that poor probe caught on the other side, the Immortal doing a body block. It doesn't allow the Hellions to come on in. Well played here from eXoDaSh, good positioning all around, but he does expose the fact that High Templar are into play, so might be a little bit of more of a tech switch here, courtesy of the Deruziel. And there you go, instantaneously we get the Ghost Academy. Gonna be so strong with those EMP rounds. We'll be able to take care of the high temps with some snipes as well. For now, it's all about that feedback, and maybe the Psy Storm gonna be researched up. Oh my god, I love seeing Psy Storm in StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 Psy Storm is just so aesthetically pleasing. They have 3 high temp ready to go. 2 of them ready to cast that storm in just a bit. Stalkers, Zealots, and really a gateway focus with some Immortals to kick on by. eXoDaSh decide to play SimCity and putting up pylons everywhere. A little bit of an Taurus to set up though, as this one pylon doing a lot of powering. This one pylon doing a lot of powering. Finally, there's a second. This one pylon powering that Templar Archives. All about maximizing space here for eXoDaSh, but it might be a little too risky into the future. In games like this, I don't really complain too much, honestly, that nothing is happening with when something good is happening in terms of the tech. There's this whole economics game. There's the whole macro mind games kind of system. So you micro a few scout units, try to figure out what they have. So now, yeah, the Deruziel spots out that High Templar, one of them lonely, floating on by. And he goes for the Ghost Academy, he goes for Ghost, he goes for some vehicle upgrades, and we are gonna get Drilling Claws rather, for the Widow Mines. I set up now on the 3rd base, but it's looking like a scary army here for eXoDaSh. Side Storms are gonna be the name of the game. These few High Templars though still too fresh from the Side Storm Academy. Might have to wait on for the mines to settle just a little more before anything else. I get the composition. A few Zealots to try and, stop the opposition. The Immortals can actually hold on as well quite well with the Side Storm on the inside. And Stalkers can just blink away. Warp Prism now. Gonna get a cycle perhaps of extra units. And eXoDaSh looking around in the map, wants to see if anyone's on the top left, anyone else besides those potential 3 bases at the core of the Deruziel's army. So it's looking more and more just like a campaign map. Here we go with the dash on in one more time, trying to get hits. High Storms completely on point here from eXoDaSh, but the Deruziel with the anti-armor might turn things around. The Immortals have to back on out. The High Templars getting lost in the shuffle, and this is gonna be the Ghost getting the value. Well done here and now. I think that was a perfect EMP as well from the Terran. So in the end, both squadrons looking worse for wear. A stalemate of epic proportions. Side Storm meet EMP, EMP meet Side Storm. That was a fun fight. That was actually a very fun fight. So this Marine just might get caught napping, will get taken down. The poor bodyguard gonna get taken down there, and then in the meantime, we do have the Zealot army trying to reinforce. But eXoDaSh knows he can't really go for another fight because that wasn't as big of a hit than it should have. A lot of gas used up there, and then though, And for now, we are gonna see 1, 2, 3 Stargates. Gonna be a scary fleet of the Golden Armada in our potential future. Interesting note though, eXoDaSh not deciding to expand. He does take care of the Liberator with some Stalker Micro. So overall, well done here from eXoDaSh on all fronts. For now, no nuke whatsoever. We got the fusion core being built up as well, so battle cruisers might be coming our way very shortly. Liberators though flying on by one more time. Gonna be a circle of death perhaps here for Deruziel. As eXoDaSh waiting at the wings, waiting on the outside, waiting for the Midnight Ball to come. It's gonna go on to the top part. Here we go with the hits onto the Hellions. Perhaps, oh, it's gonna be scouting information. Wants to stay if the fort base is up and running. This one Liberator does get 2 kills. The probe's gonna get pulled. So a little bit of a hamper in terms of economics, and Deruziel able to take advantage. 3k minerals compared to 1.5. Really, the Terran very strong in that production. Bernardo, 11 minutes into our game, we are going to see a fort fate perhaps. This one Hellion taking care of the 2 Stalkers, Blue Flame into play. And yeah, similar timings here for both races. They're macroing at a similar pace. But for now, eXoDaSh going to go for some pressure play again. Puts the Zealots up on top, gets the hits, and that's an easy side blade claws digging onto those poor SCVs. The next target perhaps might be that refinery. And the command center trying to float on by, doesn't really care. These poor Zealots gonna just get chomped up after the EMP, but where is the focus fire? Well done by the Ghosts, but the bunker gonna get torn apart at the seams. And eXoDaSh actually able to go on the inside. What happened there? Deruziel letting the door wide open, leaving it, allows for these hits to happen, and eXoDaSh right now takes care of that second base. Deruziel does have a lot of minerals and gas waiting at the wings, but he's not microing as efficiently as can be. He brings in some Liberators. The Marines are just waiting out the outside. He can go for a little bit of some stall play. The Vikings can drop on down, but none of it's happening. And the Stalker waiting on the north part will get taken down. Here we go with the hits from the Stalkers at the south quadrant as well. And this 2-prong attack, completely uncontested here by Deruziel. What went wrong and what happened there to our Terran player? Did he forget to actually play the game? It seems like he's AFK right now because I don't see his cursor anywhere. In the meantime, here we go with the hits. We're following eXoDaSh. You finally see the load. The battle cruisers out and about. Beautiful skin there. And then the Archon tried to warp one out. And that's a recall to bring the blue ball back into safe haven. Unfortunate stuff for Deruziel, and eXoDaSh looking very much in the lead after that one. A lot of minerals still here for Deruziel, but it seems like he's going for something more tech intensive, more on the gas with some battle cruisers. Might be forced to go for a tech switch again and decide to play like a marine composition, just to keep spamming, getting those infantry to shoot people down, that kind of ordeal. For now, we got the armory, going for the research. 3 Void Rays at the ready already here for eXoDaSh, and 3 more coming. These laser beams gonna prismatically line into your face. Grab some shades, guys, because these Void Rays gonna be quite scary into the future. The ship's now flying onto the bottom right side. The Stalker's gonna have some reinforcements from above. We got that one Archon, the lone survivor, the hero of the previous attack. And damn, there's a lot of High Templars. Who cares about Micro anymore? We are gonna go for the A-click victory as the Archons with 350 shields. So hefty, so scary. And their shockwaves a little bit akin to a mini Psy Storm. Will this be the clash to end all clashes? Because eXoDaSh right now just gonna be trying to put his force bait up and running. Blink on in, Liberator completely torn apart. 1 Stalker almost dies, but damn, that's just the upgrades. It's just the upgrades there for eXoDaSh, allowing him to get the kill faster than usual. So I've noticed not really too upgrade intensive here for eXoDaSh. He only has that 1 forge, and he only went for all the attack upgrades into this fight. But for now, following the army, they are gonna be central to this fight, central on the map. And this time, they are going to go for the southern quadrant of Deruziel's base. Liberators though trying to get in position. The siege tanks need to be in a proper spot to get some shock cannon hits. And oh, that was so cheeky! That was so cheeky! Did Deruziel see that? Did Deruziel see that? eXoDaSh saw the Hellion coming. He moves it to the southern eastern side of the map. And that was so cheeky. Will this be actually game over? Because Deruziel didn't scout that one out. He's unprepared. He's not really in position. The Sensor Tower does see it immediately. And here come the red dots into the base. The Siege Daks need the siege. But this is going to be prismatic alignment doing the damage that needs to be done. Easy takedowns here from the Void Rends. The Siege Daks stored apart. And without a standing army, Deruziel can't really build as quick as can be. Doesn't have too much production. We do have with the mindset on off Yamato guns at the blazing, the cannons trying to get the takedowns onto the Void Rays, but they shrug it off. They go for the push, tactical jump to try and get on out. And here we go with the laser batteries one more time, but too much lasers, too much focus fire right now, courtesy of eXoDaSh. Deruziel scratching his head, trying to figure out where it went all wrong. Sometimes, guys, you gotta pay attention to your own base. And eXoDaSh able to take the W. A fun game. A fun game in those three clashes. It was a little bit of a quiet time. Just all about macro, that kind of sense, that kind of gameplay. But overall, pretty solid in the fights. I love the Side Storm fight on that first one. You'll probably see that later on in the highlight. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't worry, we're back in action. We're feeling great. And we'll get your replays done within the next couple of weeks.